Well, for some of us, the days are really starting to run together, but the weekend is a time to shake things up a little bit.
Oh, yeah. And here's what's happening this weekend. We have a great list of what you can do from home. So we're going to bring in Pittsburgh Magazine's Sean Collier with our PTL virtual weekend guide. Good to see you today, Sean.
Good morning. Happy to be here.
Well, tell us first about the EQT Children's Festival. It's a great thing to do inside at home with the family.
Yeah, the Children's Theaters Festival is always a great event full of not just plays and performances, but activities, usually all throughout downtown. Obviously not going to be the case this year. Fortunately, they have come up with a great list of things that you and the family can do at home this weekend. They have origami making classes. They have live interactive virtual improv comedy from Penny Arcade. They've partnered with the New York International Children's Film Festival to provide a lot of really unique and remarkable short films and feature films, cartoons that you can watch together. And they even have a version of the Frog Stomp Scavenger Hunt, which usually, again, they run downtown. Now they're providing a list of activities that you can complete with your family at home and around the home. And I understand they're actually giving away some Milkshake Factory milkshake vouchers if you complete the scavenger hunt. That would get me to do a scavenger hunt. So
yeah, there's motivation for you. We like that. And we also want to ask you about Art All Night, because I've gone to this event many years. Part of the fun of it is that oftentimes it's in a different building, so it's like this pop-up kind of thing. Obviously, it can't work that way this year.
Right, the location is part of the appeal there. You know, it's usually in a big open space with corners full of visual art and performances going on. This year, that space is just going to be virtual, like so many performances and so many annual events. My favorite thing about Art All Night is the last two words there, the all night part, when I look at the schedule and see that a comedian is taking the stage at 2 a.m. or a band has the 5:30 slot. That is still going to be the case. They're going to start at 4 p.m. Saturday and go until 2 p.m. Sunday, with performances going on overnight, all night. And during that time, you can also look at the visual art that's been submitted and short films that have been submitted as well. If
Celina and I were singing, they would schedule us at like 5 in the morning. That would be our time slot.
People are too groggy to know what's going on. That's the spot.
Absolutely.
That's when we need to be on.
Well, Sean, what about movies? You know, I love going to the movie theater. I miss it, but there's still a way to catch new films and new documentaries.
Yes, there's so many local theaters have come up with great virtual cinema programs that allow them to show new films, particularly documentaries, independent films, from the comfort of your home in a way that benefits local theaters. I just had a chance to watch a movie called Up From the Streets. It is a documentary about the history of music in New Orleans and how really the entire roots of American music, jazz, rhythm and blues into rock and roll, all start with the unique clash of cultures that happened in New Orleans. This is an excellent, really informative documentary, kind of a crash course in all of the great New Orleans musicians, the influential people who forged those traditions. You can watch it online through a number of local theaters, including the Harris Theater at Home, the Tull Family Theater, also through the Rangos Giant Cinema at the Carnegie Science Center. We all have become accustomed to the programming that they do in that theater, a lot of science-based films, educational films, cultural films. Those are obviously, again, not playing on the giant cinema right now, but they're playing on your home cinema. And by looking at it through there, you can not only benefit a local theater, but a local institution as well in the Science Center.
And speaking of music, your last item here is a concert that benefits a local charity, right?
Yeah, it benefits Crisis Center North, a very important organization that aids victims of domestic violence and advocates for some of those issues in Harrisburg and Washington. A great organization. Their normal gala, Cocktails and Cuisine, has its virtual version tomorrow night at 6 p.m. The marquee part of this is going to be a concert featuring an all-star lineup of local musicians, including Liz Berlin from Rusted Root, one of my favorites, Fat Man D, a Southside institution in and of herself. They've got a great lineup of musicians that you can be a part of this gala from afar and get a great night of music out of it as well.
We love it. We love it when you join us, because when you think there's nothing to do over the weekend, and then we talk to you, and now our weekend's all full.
Plenty going on, and I understand you're going to be covering the big one tomorrow. Now that, speaking of movies, starting tomorrow, we can go back to the drive-in. So enjoy that.
Yes, yes.
Dependable drive-in.
All right, thank you so much, Sean. We appreciate it.